Casey, and thank you, everybody. I really am glad to be here tonight. What a great way to punctuate a week. It is absolutely phenomenal to be here with the young professionals and one of my absolute favorite young professional families, couples, President Kelly and Marcia. Not carding us on the way in, because I looked at the list coming in. I was reading some stuff on the way over here, and I saw the highly discriminatory age policy of this group. I want to thank my dear friend Shanna for saying to me, "Oh, but Drew, you know, age is a state of mind." When people start saying to you that age is a state of mind, anyway, I'm glad to be here. Congratulations. I've just been looking around sort of in awe since I got here. To get a group of people like this together at any time is not easy, but on a Friday night, when there's all sorts of things going on, you must be having fun with your group, and you must be doing a great job of generating interest, and that's exciting. I would just say this to all you youngsters. For a 46-year-old guy, it goes fast, you know. I remember, when you're going through that, I was thinking back to my first day when I got there to be sworn in as the Lieutenant Governor of North Dakota. And I showed up in the parking lot in the Capitol, and I drove up, and I noticed I was driving the exact same Jeep Grand Cherokee I drove away from that place 10 years prior when I left to be sworn in as U.S. Attorney. And then I looked down and I was carrying the same briefcase that I had 10 years before when I left to be sworn in as U.S. Attorney. And then I realized I'm carrying the same Teddy Roosevelt print that Hovind gave me when I left last time. And I'm walking in and I felt good on the whole drive out there, and I thought, Drew, you really got to make more progress in this in the next 10 years. It goes fast. It goes really fast. Congratulations. A big step, hiring an executive director full-time, and the progress of your group is going to be measured, I'm sure, by the miles. Congratulations, and there's a lot of great things up ahead. It's interesting, whenever you talk to people, the media, somebody will brand somebody, this is the new generation, Generation X, Elemental P, Q, R, S, T, Y, V, whatever it is. But you find that when you talk to people, don't you, that the next generation is in a lot of ways precisely like the other generations. The same as the old generation, in the very best ways. You think about the pioneering spirit. That's a metaphor we can use in North Dakota. You talk about the pioneering spirit. You think back that 6 generations ago, people arrived here in this part of the world. They looked out on a vast and open land. And they looked out on it, and as cold and frigid as it was, and some other challenges were there, they thought about the fact that there was absolutely, for them, unbounded opportunity. Absolutely without boundaries. All it took was courage to come here in the first place. It took drive to come up with a plan for getting here and making it through the first winter. And it took a vision to understand that the sod was going to have to be turned, trees were going to have to be brought down, the sod was going to have to be turned, you're going to have to find a way to scratch out a living and make a life. But they absolutely envisioned this as a place without boundaries for what it could mean for their family and for their communities. It also took community. It took community because you couldn't possibly live as a pioneer alone. And that's what's got to be a part of what makes it so exciting for all of you to be here and to be working together. I talk to so many different people here tonight. You're doing all sorts of different things. Some of you probably compete against each other, with each other. You all have the souls of an adventurer, just like the pioneers when they came here. North Dakota today, you look around, I mean, they told us a few weeks ago the population's never been higher. Unemployment is the lowest in the nation. Real wages are growing in this state. They've gone up 68% in the last 10 or 11 years. When you think about what that means for quality of life for people and what it means for the possibilities here in North Dakota. Bloomberg Economic Evaluators, one of those groups out there, they've rated North Dakota the #1 economy in the nation. #1 in the nation. Just 6 generations ago, North Dakota, you look out and you say it was wide open, absolutely unlimited potential. It's exactly the same today. Absolutely boundless opportunity all across this, the greatest state in the finest nation on the face of the earth. Everywhere you go in the state. It's been one of those weeks. I was looking forward to today because I thought that's a great way to punctuate it. It's been a long week. I've been traveling around a lot of meetings, talking with people. But you can get tremendous energy when you talk to people about the fact that We stand here doing what we've been doing for 6 or 7 generations in this state, looking to the horizon and saying that the potential is without boundaries. Talking to people like yourselves who are in business, whatever you're doing, you're in business, you're in education, you're an entrepreneur, you're growing an existing business, you're doing something different right here in North Dakota. When I graduated from Fargo South High, ooh, everybody always says when I say that, in 1984, one of the biggest things the politicians love to talk about was, what can we do to make the young people stay in North Dakota? We can do this thing and we'll make the young people stay in North Dakota. We'll give them this good thing and we'll make them stay in North Dakota for 5 years. Promise me you'll stay. And I always thought, do they think this is a prison colony? My parents never said stay in North Dakota, not once. They never told my brother, my sister, and me, whatever else happens, we want you right here in North Dakota. They never said that. And here we all are, doing completely different things from each other, following our dreams in North Dakota, and the opportunity has never been brighter. I know you all sense this. I hope you know that it doesn't come, it's not an accident. It takes this. It takes what you're doing. We either grab onto the opportunities, they're here, we enrich them, or 6 generations from now they'll look back and say, can you believe how they squandered that? Can you believe all the promise that was there? I know that I am, to use the cliche, preaching to the choir. This is a community. Anybody who would walk in here tonight would sense in this room, this place, a community. I've had the privilege of speaking to YP groups now across the state, and I'll accept every invitation, and I better be coming to the chili feed. Yeah. Let me say another thing that I know we all feel also. In all this opportunity comes a lot of responsibility. It's a stewardship responsibility. Stewardship responsibility environmentally for the state of North Dakota. We were talking at our table a bit about the development going on in western North Dakota that is going to bring so much good to so many people, not just for our state, for our region, for the nation, for the world. Stewardship of the environment. We're not worthy of what we have if we ruin what God has given us. Stewardship of our economy. Stewardship of the future. Every one of you, the stewardship of your personal futures, but the community that you're involved in. Now, I am older than you. I'm not that old. But I can say this, even at 46, I am incredibly proud. I'm incredibly proud of what I'm hearing here tonight, what I'm learning about you and your pursuits, your dreams, your ambitions for yourself, for your state. It's incredibly humbling to be involved in some way, shape, or form. I see several people here. We've got some legislators here, Mr. Mox here, Elliot Glassheim's a young professional, see him here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. People who care. People who care. Could be doing other things too, but they care, they're engaged, and they want to help. So anyway, I was told to be short. I'm a lawyer. You can't be that short. I hope you know that people are watching what you're doing and are very, very impressed. Not in the way of saying, oh, look at the energetic young people are doing. Impressed in the sense of your professionalism, your drive, your ambition, your sense of community. So let me just say congratulations in advance. I want to come to all of your retirement parties. I have a feeling I know what they're going to be like. You're doing great things. Keep it up. Thanks for the invitation.